I have been selling this book, Zanazli and Wan Chun Hong's Guide to Indie Filmmaking, which is published by MPH for a while now. It's a really good book if you want to be a filmmaker, whether it's for YouTube, social media, TV, film, cinema, whatever. This is the book to get. I'm going to make it more accessible and more affordable to all of you because I believe that everybody needs to become a filmmaker. The more filmmakers we have in the world, I think this world will be a better place to live in. Now it's available as an electronic book download on my website. I'm going to link it here. It's really cheap, it's really affordable. It's only 5 ringgit if you want to get the ebook version. Okay, 5 ringgit. It doesn't really cost much, right? It's just a little bit of something for me. I mean, it did take a lot of work to write. Each chapter of this book talks about one part of the filmmaking process. And for each chapter as well, I interview a local filmmaker. It's only 5 ringgit. It's only 5 ringgit. Okay, you're watching and listening to Bidin Film Club. I'm assuming I'm Zizan Razak.
I'm sure you'll start.
And as usual, we watch a local film and we review it. And this week we're watching
Abang Fadil 3. But I haven't seen 1 and 2.
Okay, we have watched Abang Long Fadil 3 in the middle of the night. We were the only ones in the cinema. Surprising.
Cinema.
It was a huge cinema. We got the 65 ringgit seats. The one that can recline on. Yeah, it was a huge cinema, but it was just us. I don't know if it's a reflection of the movie or a reflection of the cinema that we went to.
I think it's the timing. 11:20 on a weekday is asking a lot of people.
And this is like Quayside Mall.
Yeah.
Like a new mall, which is 10 minutes from our house. But it's a nice and comfortable cinema though.
Yes.
Abang Long Fadil 3. What's it about?
It's about Fadil.
Fadil is a criminal, right?
I don't know.
He's like a gangster. Abang Long, you know, kan?
I'm going to say, I didn't see Abang Long Fadil 1 and 2. So I went into this film with zero context. From what I understood, it's a continuation of Abang Long Fadil 1 and 2. Was he a gangster? Did you see?
I still don't know why, but it's very vague. I think I've seen 1. I don't know if I've seen 2, or might have seen both. Right? But yeah, it's Abang Long,
Okay, so basically it's just a play. This one is a play on like spy movie, you know. We want to control the entire country, stuff like that. So Fadil has been released from prison and he is recruited by the NSS,
National Security
Service or something.
National Service Security. National
Service or whatever.
So it is comedy lah, really. It's action comedy. Yeah.
It's like spy comedy lah, kind of like your Johnny English type thing. So so Fadil apparently looks like one of the agents, who's Jeffrey, and Jeffrey apparently has defected to the secret society side, whose head is Chauhan, and Chauhan has a super secret plan of how he's gonna like take over the country, Nusantara, and so he has to help the NSS agent Alice, played by Elizabeth Tan. Fadil is Zizan, if you didn't know. Jeffrey is also played by Zizan, if you didn't know.
Chauhan is played by Johan.
If you didn't know. And
I'm a big fan of Johan.
so Johan plays Chauhan. So it basically goes from there lah. Begitulah.
Yes.
So
what do you think about the movie?
What did you think about the movie?
I love the movie. No, look, Shafiq. This is directed by Shafiq Yusof, who is Shamsul
brother
Yusuf's,
we actually like.
the Yusof brother that we like. Because the films that Shafiq Yusof does never has like an air of like, oh, I'm so good, oh, this film is the best, oh, tada, you know, it doesn't have that kind of air to it. It's just like she's just experimenting and having fun and directing a movie. There are some movies that are a little bit artsy-fartsy. There are some movies that are very mainstream, and there's some movies like this, like Abang and Fadil. And he's, I don't know, he just strikes me as a film director who's just there to make films. You know, so I kind of like that. And even like this film also, he doesn't really take himself too seriously as a filmmaker. The film doesn't take the film itself too seriously also. Even though it is a comedy lah. It's not a perfect film. It's not the best film of the year, but it's a fun film. I don't know if I'm saying this from a fanboy perspective because I'm a big fan of Johan. I have been watching Johan since he first started from Raja Lawa and all that. Like when he was partners with Zizan, right? Actually, I like Johan way better than Zizan. So Johan always had that character, that Chauhan, that Chinese gangster character that he used to play in sketches, right? Oh my god, it's like happy pa, oh mau datang makan na, makan happy pa, and it was like he plays a Chinese gangster whose gang members under him are all Malays, who would do every bidding of his in his sketches, and I found that really funny. And a lot of people used to criticize Johan, saying that, oh, this is cultural appropriation, or he's a Malay and he play Chinese lah, pelak. But people fail to realize that Johan is half Chinese and he speaks Cantonese, right? Like me, can speak Cantonese but pelat one. And I like the fact that he pokes fun at the racial relationship between that lah, Chinese and Malays, and it actually exists in the film too. Kan? Where the NSS director is saying, oh, aku tolong kau, aku bagi kau rumah, aku bagi kau kereta, aku bagi kau duit. And then Zizan is like, oh, okay, so hence I am in your team. You know? There were hints like that. And then
Janji Melayu.
Yeah, then Zizan was like, oh, tak perlu kontrak ke apa ke? Aku Melayu, kau Melayu. Aku ikut janji Melayu. And then Zizan was like, oh, janji Melayu. Okay. And at the end of the film, the perjanjian all like goes to shit. Which I thought was extremely funny. Perfect film, no lah. It's still far from being a perfect film. There were a lot of holes in the plot. Dialogue wasn't perfect. I don't know, but it was fun. Yeah. What do you think?
Yeah, okay. If we're going on the basis of was it a fun film, it was a fun film. But other than that, what the hell is this film? But even though what the hell is this film, you have to admit that, I mean, like, credit where it's due. Shafiq's use of directing is still, the story is like clearly kind of bullshit, but there's still a lot of control lah. Yeah, he still has a lot of control in making the film. It's not to say that there was no story at all. There is at least a story.
It's
and
a nonsense story.
You can still follow the story lah. But whether it's a good story and you...
logical or not,
is separate. But he managed to control the story well enough for people to follow it. I was at no point like lost. So I like that. I like that. It's, I guess, you're right. It's just a fun film. And when you make a fun film and you still have control over the narrative and the style and basically all the elements, it still can come out to actually be quite an entertaining film lah. So we've been seeing a lot of Zizan on screen, and I think I'm kind of warming to him already lah. So before this, when we were watching what is it, Bad Boys?
Police Evil.
I was always more inclined to liking Shahizi a bit more. I don't know, Zizan never really used to appeal to me, but maybe it's because we haven't seen Shahizi much, or maybe it's because we've seen Zizan alone. Conditioning to like Zizan, is it? Yeah, like, I feel like actually Zizan's kind of grown in the way of his performance, and even though this was like quite a nonsense film, his performance was actually quite good.
Yeah, because he acts as like several characters, right?
And I was just very surprised at how I was starting to feel like, a little bit of affection for him. So I'm looking forward to seeing more Zizan things, I guess. I think this is the first time I've seen Elizabeth Tan act, because she's a singer, actually.
Which one was Elizabeth Tan?
Agent Alice.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and I kind of realized that, I don't know, it's too dimensional lah. I don't know if her character is meant to be so two dimensional, or because she can't really act that it became two dimensional. But it's just so like, okay, we get it, you're like the badass agent that can work alone, but actually blah blah blah. There was no growth whatsoever, and it was just kind of boring. Yeah. Apart from Zizan, everyone else, apart from Zizan in that NSS team, everyone else was kind of boring, except for that mad scientist guy. He was quite
Oh
entertaining.
yeah, the mad scientist guy
really
was a very interesting personality character.
Yeah, and it was just so like, let's just throw him in for fun. Who even knows why he's there? Who knows why he doesn't wear pants? But you know,
it's great.
It's great. And
Yeah.
like, yeah.
He doesn't wear pants, that's right. And then Zizan asked, kenapa kau tak pakai seluar?
Yeah, so it's a bit, it's almost bordering kind of campy, but not really. But it's also not completely like stupid that you're like want to kill yourself. So it's entertaining lah. It's not, you know, would I go watch it again at 11 o'clock at night? Maybe not, but you know, it was fun. It was alright.
I would watch.
I don't hate it.
I want to watch Johan. I want to watch Johan. I miss that character of Johan's. Oh my god.
So would you tell people to go see it in the cinemas at 11 o'clock at night?
I
Or
would-
any time?
I would tell people to go and watch this film. You know, this film reminds me of Sikit Punya Gila in the 80s, where it's like a nonsense film. There's a storyline, but it's really a nonsense storyline. But yeah, just funny and kind of pokes fun. Like there's some social critiquing in there also. You know, so I don't know. I like it lah.
So you know, maybe some other Yusof brother can learn that you can make social commentary without
Being
being
preachy.
preachy as
You know,
fuck.
learn from your brother, bro.
You know,
Right,
what's
yeah.
that other thing he likes to do? Fear mongering.
Yeah. And you know, make people
and
be scared, so that then if they don't like his film, they will all burn in hell. I cannot like that, you know.
So
This film, Abang Long
it
Fadil.
turns out you can make social commentary other ways lah.
Yeah, you know.
You're sure you grew up in the same household. What happened, man? What happened?
I like Johan's kung fu skills. It's so nice. Like,
So watch it for kung fu skills.
oh my god. Yeah. Watch it, please. I would say watch it. Would you say watch it?
Watch it.
Watch it,
Go,
yeah.
Sila.
Oh my god.
Why not?
I think there should be a spin-off of just Chow Han's character.
Prequel.
Yeah, origin story of Chow Han. Oh
Yeah,
my
actually, I
god.
wouldn't mind.
Yeah, watch it lah. Okay, so that's it now. What do you all think?
Let
Do you
us
think?
know.
Do you think this film is full of cultural appropriation?
Ooh, are you
Is it
cancelling us?
racist?
Are
I
you
don't know.
cancelling Sun because he likes
Tell
it?
me. You know.
He loves fighting cultural appropriation
stuff, you know.
stuff,
Yeah,
woke
because
stuff.
I mean, I wear Afghanistan songkok, I wear Nepali songkok, I wear what songkok during Hari Raya. Cultural appropriate. That.
Do you know what a Nepali songkok is called? It's called topi. Just saying.
Yeah. So yeah, let us know what you think. Right? Follow us on all social media platforms at FatBidin. Oh, like this video. Don't like it, subscribe. Follow us on all our social media platforms at FatBidin. Go to fatbidin.com to get everything. You've been watching and listening to the FatBidin Film Club. I'm assuming I'm Zizan Azli.
And I'm sure it was Tawan.
Habibah! Sudah mau pergi ke sana menyalahi ini pun. Okay? Saya pun mau makan itu pun. Itu pun makan itu dinner. Makan itu. Okay? 再见.